What is good, my YouTube familia? All glory to God for this video. As y'all see by the title of this video, how I crashed a golf cart at 15. I believe it was 15. Let's go with 15. Y'all clicked on this video. Yes, y'all like, Coach, what was you doing? I'm gonna give y'all the whole backstory of it. I'm not just gonna get straight to the point. I know some people's like, oh, that's how you have to build a story time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why I'm doing this like I'm Italian, big stoop boy. But listen, how I did that, she's gonna give you the whole story of the day. I don't know how it transpired. They're like an auntie, I guess, uncle to us. I don't know where they moved to now. They've been gone. This is like the story was about, if it was 7 years ago, 7, you know, what, 7 years ago, I believe, 7 or 8, because I probably was 14 or 15, so 7 or 8 years ago. So it's like crazy telling this story. I don't know, not too many people know about this story. So I mean, yeah, you know, it was a day. My parents was going on a date night, or not a date night, I guess a date day, because we went early. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, I gotta reach back in the memory, reach back in the bag. Dumb boy. But listen, gotta reach back in the bag. So it's like a while ago, I don't know how it transpired, but I guess my parents are going on just a little day, or just wanted to spend time to themselves, or I think they just wanted to take us out. They're my mom and dad's friends. They just wanted to take us out just to go golfing. So obviously we went to their house, practice over there. You know, they had a nice little backyard with some green turf, and he had the little, you know, golf clubs and all that stuff. So I'm over there practicing my swings before. Like, I don't know in my head why I didn't register we was going to a real golf course yet. So I'm like, okay, practicing. And I hit like 3 balls over their backyard. I did that. So, you know, we're not going to really talk about that. I hit 3. I kept chipping them things over. But hey, listen, there was, you know, I could have been the next Tiger Woods, a Roy McIlroy, you know, whoever is left. I don't know the golfers, you know what I'm saying? But golfing is actually fun, but we gonna get to that. So, okay, they be like, all right, I think y'all ready to go to the little course now. They, you know, I think they changed up. Boom, so they go to this little, I guess it would be in a country club or whatever, you know, golf membership. Boom, we go in, we check in. Woo. They're members, they check in. All right, I think we're doing an 18-hole course. But the whole thing. So, fire, boom. We check in, they get us through, boom. It's like we practice. I will, you know.
Nice.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on.
Basically, boom, you know, we practicing. Well, you know, we on the real golf course. We hitting the balls and stuff, which was fun. They was teaching us the stance, because there's a stance you got to have, kind of knees bent, slightly bent, like a little spread apart type of thing. Then it's like you kind of turn the club, that middle part towards that, like that middle part, the lines. If y'all golfers know what I'm talking about, the lines in the middle of the little club part, and you kind of want to turn that side more towards the ball and that hit that middle spot, that sweet spot, that send that thing flying. And me and my sister, we sent that thing flying. Forward, feel me, out of there. So, you know, hit that thing. That was cool. We had fun. You know, I was doing a little sassy walk. I don't know. Hey, if y'all see the clip, hey, I was just walking, relax. But, you know, I hit the ball, knock it out the park. My sister does the same thing. Then they teach us how to putt. I was garbage at putting. I was garbage, like actual garbage at putting. I was like decent. But at driving that thing and chipping that thing far, I could do that. I was doing that. So I think we did that for like a few holes. They're driving us around, me and my sister in the golf cart. They're both in 2 separate golf carts because, you know, like golf carts, I mean, I know you could fit more than just 2 people, but for the sake of it, it was just the ones with the 2 people. So basically, auntie in that one, I went unk in this one, driving, and I think probably 5, 6, 7 holes later, 6, 7, you feel me? She lets my sister drive a few, and boom, and lets her drive to a few of the holes and pull up to the courses. I'm like, okay, that's dope. So then he looks over me. He's like, yeah, you want to drive? I was like, yeah, like, why not? So then telling me how to do it. And I was whipping that thing. I was swerving in that corner. Nah, but listen, I was, you know, just doing that, hitting my little thing, just swerving through, you know, little driving. It was fun. It was easy. So, you know, me and my sister are driving pretty much the rest of the holes right now for the most part. Not all of them, till we get to the big announcement of it. But I believe we was maybe on hole 10, 11, 12, whichever one. So we know we have like 6, 7. Gosh, like 6, 7 more to go, whatever. But we going. So I think it's one of these holes where we get there and it's like it has a hill. You know, my golfers out there that know, of course, that there's some holes are different. Some of them are more in the flat, then a little dip, then go up, then dip. But this one I think just went all the way up with a little hill thing. And so my sister parked it right there perfectly. And I'm supposed to park right behind them. But I end up driving and hitting a right. So I hit the right. I start swerving, yo. I hit the right, drive past. So I'm just going up the hill where the, I think, bunker is at. Yeah, so it's a big bunker, if y'all know. That's what it's called. My golfers know. The bunker, I swerve on the right to go on like the taller side of the slope of the bunker. I just keep going. And he's like, what are you doing? So he started, you know, I'm going. He said, what are you doing? Yeah, just park it right there. So I start panicking. I'm like, so let me tell you, I stick my foot out on some Fred Flintstone, if you know, the Yabba Dabba Doo Flintstones, trying to stop the golf cart with my foot. I try to stop it with my foot. And I know y'all just like, there's a break for a reason. Yeah, I almost snapped my ankle. Like my whole, almost did that. I remember I stepped trying to stop and I felt the cart just keep going. I'm like, then he just, you know, puts his big foot, boom, breaks it. So we stop. And then his wife's already mad. Auntie's already mad. She's like, cause he already making me panic and stuff. I was doing so good, y'all. I'm panicking stuff. He's like, what are you doing? Just, so I'm over here trying to swerve. Then I'm trying to really stop it. And then now he breaks it, y'all. And what do y'all think I do next? No. If the answer was get out and we just switch seats, no. I decided to now when he break it to reverse. But y'all, mind you, I'm like 14, 15. I don't really know when you're reversing, you have to kind of look over your shoulder. I'm just reversing like this, looking at how I'm looking at y'all. Not even looking. Ding, ding, boom. He asked it to break again. His wife said, what are you doing? Get him out of there. We was this much close falling in the bunker. Yeah. So that was an experience for me. But boom, he stopped. Almost fell in the bunker. His wife was pissed, saying, don't let him drive no more. Get out of there. Auntie was pissed at me. So she said, no more. I didn't drive the rest of the course. But, you know, well, actually I did. But for them, that part where I pretty much almost ended us up both in 2 neck braces. I probably would have been in worse ones because, y'all, I was a lot more bonier at 14, 15. There should be a picture right here. I was a lot more bonier. I probably would have broke a lot more bones in my body. So, you know, shout out to Unc and Auntie. You know, love y'all if y'all ever see this video. I haven't told this story time ever on YouTube as much as I've had a YouTube. So it's like, it's crazy. But it's funny. I can look back and laugh. It's for sure funny. I was really trying to meet the Flintstones goofy self, trying to like actually stop the car. Like, what am I doing? So, you know, that was just crazy. But okay, we drive like 2-3 more holes left. And he tells me, do I want to drive again? And all of a sudden, since, you know, I've been messed up from hole number 11, 12, whatever, I tried to drive, y'all. And I wasn't used to, you know, letting the wheel turn back itself, like letting the front wheels position itself or letting the steering wheel go back itself. So I'm spinning, or we're already turning this way, but we need to go that way. And I'm trying to turn the car back, and then I'm swerving this way, and I'm swerving this way. And before you know it, I just hit the brakes because I almost ran into a tree. It was like one of them skinny little trees. You guys know on the golf course, y'all know. Or y'all know the golf course have big trees. But it was like one of, not skinny, but like medium tree right there. So then, just hit the brakes. And my sister and them, they already took off. I think my sister was still driving, or my auntie was driving, I think, at this time. Or my sister. They already went to the next hole. And then, you know, we took a little time. I just parked it. I said, yeah, I don't want to do this no more. I was tired of it, bro, because it was already stressful. I was just boom, left, right. I could not get it to stay straight, you know, left, right. Let me see you do it. You feel me? But that's all I was doing was left, right. You know, that's what I was doing, y'all. Straight doing that. And I just hit the brakes, looked at Ux. I don't want to do this no more. So then he drives the rest of the way. You know, we still have fun. The next hole, it was more when it was getting darker. I think we got towards like the last few holes or last 2, and I hit me a far ball again with the driver club, drove that thing, and yeah. And y'all, the craziest thing even with this story too, well, that's the craziest. Second craziest thing, I lost my phone on the 18-hole golf. I know y'all looking at me like, Coach, what is wrong with you? You must have been annoying. I'm not an annoying teenager. I had annoying moments, but yeah. So I almost break my neck and my aunt's neck. No diddy. And yeah, I lost my phone. I basically almost crashed twice, y'all. Basically crashed twice. I almost broke my whole ankle trying to stop the thing, and I lost my phone. I didn't realize that till we got back up where you need to return the carts. And now we get out, and I'm feeling in my pockets, and I'm wearing like them basketball shorts. Like I said, if y'all seen the clip, at least blue basketball shorts. First of all, I couldn't even dress, y'all. I don't know what I was wearing. It was crazy. But looking for the phone, checking the jacket pocket. You already know like how them certain old jacket pockets used to be, and them shorts, basketball shorts. You know the pockets was loose. I don't know where I lost it at because I held it in my pocket the whole time while we was golfing. So boom, get in the car. We try to take one of the carts back to go look. Obviously, we're not going to go look at 18 holes. The sun was coming down. So we went to look at the previous two. Of course, you know me, I'm a little crybaby. I cried because, you know, I lost my phone. Sad. We get in the car. You know, we talk about, obviously, the little golf incident and all that stuff, like, oh, y'all had fun? Yeah, nah, that was cool. And then, you know, Unc was proud of me. He was like, you still feel like I should do more golfing lessons or actually take golfing seriously. But me, I'm still chasing a hoop dream, you know. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that boring stuff. But golfing's where the money at, too. So I'm not going to disrespect. Shout out Tiger Woods, all y'all. But, you know, we talking about it. He's telling me, like, he would have never forgive me. He said, I'd never forgive you, Mike. He said, I'd never forgive you, because his wife said, you almost ended up in matching neck braces. He said, I would have never forgave you. I'm like, And he meant that, y'all. He wasn't laughing at all. There was no smile. He was dead serious. And I was just like, damn. And I was still sad because I lost my phone. But granted, long story short, with the phone situation, it ended up being found. I think the next day in the morning at the golf course, they called up, let them know. So I got it back, and that phone was damaged. It was a little Samsung Android. So the screen was a little messed up because, you know, I guess they found it somewhere in the dirt. But, you know, more of the story is, yes, let me drive. I can drive. You know what I'm saying? I know there's going to be some people watching this video. He lying. He can't. I can. Golf carts really ain't hard. I just think when people panic, I panic too. Like, why is you yelling at me, gang, or screaming and panicking? Now I don't know what I'm doing. I thought I was doing my thing. But you telling me don't do that. I'm scared. Now we both scared. But it was funny. Like I said, looking back on that, I can laugh at it now. But it wouldn't have been funny. I don't even know if the relationship between my parents would have been cool no more. I think my parents probably been pissed off at me. Because first of all, that's, you know, the golf course property. Then they have to pay that. And then it's medical fees. And I'm a kid. I didn't know nothing too. Well, I'm a teenager. I'm not too familiar on medical bills and stuff like that. At 14, I'm still chasing a hoop dream, so I'd have been cooked, y'all. But it's okay. You live and you learn, but I really just still trying to think and process in my head, why did I stick my foot out, y'all? I really don't understand why I Fred Flintstone and thought I was gonna stop the golf cart. I can't even explain it to y'all. I know y'all like, why'd you do that? I don't know why I did that. I can't even know. I'm looking at my past self like, why would you do that? But it's okay. But the moral story, everybody's safe. They still good. Do they still love me?
I hope so.
Okay.
Inspire, be great and blessed and never stress. And also, if you want more story times, get this video to 15 likes. Let's just do 5. Let's start off small. Peace.